To do that, we're going to go down to the choreography window, then right-click in the channel that you want the audio, which is audio. Then a menu comes up and you want to go up to WAV file. Click on that and you'll get another menu letting you pick which sound file you want. Now as you can see, there are way more sound files here than you want to spend your time searching through. As luck would have it, I named all the sound files for the Turbo Chi with the prefix TC then a hyphen. So go to the filter window and type in TC hyphen. See now it's only 5 files. We can handle that. The line we want is "So is he yours?" And there it is. And it's worth mentioning that in order for a sound file to show up here, a script file has to be associated with it, which is already included in the necessary files. Unfortunately, the process of creating a sound script is not covered in this tutorial, but is in the cinematography one. You can still add custom sound files by placing them in the sound subdirectory of your game folder, but then you'll have to type in the name manually in the sound field below. And before we can add this, we need to give it a title, so I just title it the line, "So is he yours?" Okay, now you'll see a bar in your choreography window which represents the sound file. Now if you don't see this, that means you're missing the sound file, which means you're going to have to go back and copy those files over. Also, if you didn't see the sound file entry back when we were picking it out a few seconds ago, that means you didn't copy over the script file. Now I'm mentioning all this because even if you did copy over all your files, this can be a very common mistake when you're making your own custom content. Either you didn't copy over the script file, or there's a mistake in it, or the sound directory's named wrong. That's all stuff to check for because I've seen that happen a lot with beginners. Okay, let's go play the sound file and make sure it works. Just press the play button.
So is it yours?
Sounds good to me. If it sounds choppy on your machine, don't worry about it. It'll be fine for in-game. The one thing you may wonder about is this text below the block that represents the sound file. That's just for subtitles, so you don't have to worry about that unless you're making a mod or something. For Machinima, if you're going to have subtitles, that's better to take care of during the editing process. So don't worry when you just see these X's everywhere saying files are missing. Alright, one thing that's good to know is that any file on the timeline can be dragged around like so by clicking on it. This changes at what point the file will play according to the time markers up at the top here. Alright, now another important thing to cover is notice that the file is a few seconds in now. Whenever you press play, it goes back to the very beginning and starts there. See? Watch.
So is it yours?
That's no good, because as your scene gets longer, this becomes more of a problem. So the way to get around this is to right-click in the blank area towards the top there, and then it'll make a green triangle marker. Now when you press play,
so is it yours?
It starts from the green marker. Also, you can create a second one if you just want to play a select area, like this.
So is it...
See, it only played that segment. Just right-click again to create a new one. And if you want to get rid of them, just left-click somewhere in the blank area. Okay, now we know how to use sound files.